Hey folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic. Today's episode I'm not on the one wheel. Actually in the laboratory. That's what I'm calling this spot now. Is my laboratory. There'll be times I'll be making episodes down here, like today. Kind of looking at different things I got posted. But today's episode it's a topical episode that I periodically will do. And today's episode is about when do you or when have you? I'm looking at getting a conversation started probably in the comments about when you were comfortable getting another dog after your dog passed. Because I'm at a transitional, me and Braxy B are both at a transitional time in our life where in 2 days, I'm recording this on Friday, I'm recording this right now, Friday, November 1st. In 2 days, we're welcoming a new doggy. So we'll be doggy parents again for the first time in a few years after losing this little lady. So yeah, Tawny Autumn Braxton. Of course, like I had even my cat, her name's Rihanna. I got a million nicknames. My nickname for Tawny was Tawny Bear. But yeah, we lost Tawny. I think it was the day after Christmas, 2021. And yeah, I'm gonna, I just wanted to put this out there in YouTube land. Oh my God, this was a great moment. She loved the beach. She loved the water. She loved the bay. She loved the ocean. She loved whatever. She loved water. Okay, we get that part. This one was after a real high surf that really went all the way through the piers at Morey's Pier and Mariners Landing in Wildwood, New Jersey. I mean, she was up to her chin because she wasn't a tall girl, but she did not care. You see, she's airborne here going across the water. I remember the month before, maybe it was a month and a half before Tawny passed. She wasn't feeling well. We took her to Penn University, like the hospital down there for the pets. And yeah, when we got the news, it was just so devastating that she had cancer. And it just rocked us. Really just thought it was just like, oh, maybe she's got something going on. She tried, ate something wrong or blah, 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 blah. She was really dragging. But man, what an experience. And it just ain't Tawny. It wasn't just Tawny. I've had multiple dogs over the decades. It was special to share that with Braxy B. Parenting Tawny. And she was my buddy. I mean, like, I know how I know, and I'm here to listen to all the people's stories about their dogs because it's extraordinary, and their pets for that matter in general. But we would just if your pets are part of your family, hey, you're going up and down the roller coaster. That's the journey of parenting. They're going with you and just always there, man. They're just always there, the pets. And the dogs specifically are very, they know when we're dragging. They know when and they don't care because they're on 100 every day. They're on 100 to see you if they haven't seen you in, you'd swear they haven't seen you in a week when they really haven't seen you in a couple hours. So anyway, yeah, the attachment we had was so strong. So Christmas 2021, she had passed, and it's like, and it was like, oh, I want to be a dog parent again with Braxy B. I want to do this again. And oh man, like as the years passed, and we're coming up on the third anniversary of her passing, and it's like, hey, like nothing's changed, but this one thing it did. Here's a portrait that Braxy B got me for, I think it was my birthday, of the bear. Like she just the beach. Oh my god, man! Like she loved it. Dive in head first. I don't even think they have web feet. She's cockapoo. I don't even think they have web feet. But man, did she go? She would go in like she would be the first wave. She'd go under it, and I'd be like, yeah, are you coming up? And then, she'd pop up and no fear whatsoever, even if she just loved the water. And I love to be on the beach. So it was just like the perfect freaking situation for the two of us. So we moved to Georgia. And, and then, the first few months that we've been here, it's been kind of, it's been hectic. You're moving in, you're going through all the boxes of a home that I personally lived in for over 30 years up in Philadelphia. And, and I was right out here the other night. I'm going to show you where I was, too, matter of fact. And I felt like it was a message. I felt like there was other things at work. Because I've been contemplating probably since 20 past. The probably like, kind of like, well, we almost replaced the companionship, knowing that I loved loved having her around, but her personal impact was so strong with me that it every time I kind of came to a crossroads of, oh, maybe this is the month, or maybe this is the year. You're talking about 2022, 2023. We're in 2024. And every time I came to that crossroads, I just would say, no, I can't. I'm not past her. I haven't moved past in sufficiently for me to warrant bringing another dog in the house. Until this happened. He was walking. One thing about where we live, it's not very, the houses are kind of, apart from each other, pretty big distance apart, But somebody was walking their dog past here, so I said, you know what? Let me say hi. And I always love seeing people's dogs. So, and the dog was I think 5 or 6 months old herself, right here, right in this location right here. I said hi to the dog, say hi to the owner. Literally was probably one of a handful of conversations I've had with anybody in this area, this neighborhood I live in, since what, the end of July. And I was like, oh, do you know a breeder? And then she gave me some information. And I went, this is the first conversation I've had with somebody here. Hey, maybe I didn't have, actually, maybe I think about it, maybe I didn't have a whole lot of, subliminal messages. Maybe there wasn't any. And I think about it. I was ready to go, oh, I'm going to go on YouTube and give the whole list of all these signs. It wasn't a lot of signs. And I think about it, it wasn't. Say that for 100th time. Yeah, so I just said, you know what, let me, she directed me to, a page on Facebook of a breeder down here. And then, yeah, and then I went to see the breeder, went to see a couple golden doodles that she had, pups. Almost left with 2 of them. I even told the breeder, I said, please, I don't know if I said specifically bring 1 dog out, but she had 5 in the litter. And I was like, yo, don't just bring 1, because I'm a sap. And it's going to be very hard for me to, well, she brought 2 of them out, and for a second, I thought I was leaving with 2. But I did have 1 in mind when we went. Well, she brought that 1 out and 1 other one. And for about a good 20 to 25 minutes, I was like, oh, am I getting 2 dogs? 2 sisters? Am I doing that? And then I, just not centered on the one that I went to go see. So she's going to be here. We've already named her. She's going to be here in 2 days. And I will be a dog parent again, which I'm looking forward to it. But man, the reflecting and thinking about Tawny Braxton it's just something else. I'm going to post a bunch of pictures. I think one of my favorite things, you live in a busy city. I was blessed to be able to get another property at the beach, a very small little getaway. And oh my God, like it literally was like, Braxy B always bust on me saying, oh, so since you got that house for Tawny. It's kind of funny. Not true, but kind of funny though, regardless. And I was like, yeah, that's not what I did. But man, if we didn't go down there and I'm gonna put a bunch of them pictures up. Just sit and you're down there decompressing and staring at the seagulls going back and forth from the bay to God knows where they were taking their food. And all day long, and just the pure nature of the area where we have our place, and just enjoying that with Braxy B and with Tawny. And we would just sit out in the porch, I'd have a couple beers, and just sit and watch the sun fall. And she would just be out there, and the two of us would be sitting there, and oh God, do I miss that, man, do I miss that. So I guess it's a conversation. I'm hoping this video starts. I've posted other videos that have started conversations as well, so I'm hoping this one does. When were you ready to adopt again? When were you ready to be a dog parent again after your loved one passed? But it's going to happen for me, and it would have been almost 3. It would be 3 years Christmas this year. So we're going to bring in Mina. And that's how this video is going to end, with a little clip of Mina's first days here in her new home with her happy doggy parents. So that's going to be a big deal, and I'm going to finish that up in 2 days when she's here. But I'd be lying if my mind wasn't turning, because it is. It is. It's like a weird, it's like guilt, I feel like. It's almost like guilt. Like, good grief. That's the part I don't like. Like, I feel guilty. And I kind of translate everything with human or an animal that passed in my life. And I feel like when they pass, they want to see you be happy. You know what I mean? You be down here being happy, because they had my feeling is where they go after they pass, after their soul moves, their spirit moves. They're observing what we're doing. That's what I feel. I can only hope, because I really felt this for a super long time. So how I conduct myself down here after I have loved ones that pass is in a way of trying to see the things that they either didn't get the chance to see, or at least see things that are making me happy, and they know I'm happy. You know what I mean? So that's and I kind of feel the same way with Tawny. I feel the same way. But yet there's still that emotion. There's an emotion there. That definitely made me want to make a video about it. This is Tawny's bed. And Rihanna's been in this a lot. We finally brought this out after having it moved from Philadelphia. But I mean, most importantly about this is that it was moved because, well, me personally, I knew I was going to be getting a dog again. So that's here. There goes. Uh-oh, what's she doing? Oh, I'm going to tell you what she's doing. She just moved. I'd sit on that, but that's nothing but hair all over. But you can see she gets cat visitors. Yesterday there was one right there. They were fighting. Where'd she go? Where'd you go, Ronnie? Yeah, I showed the YouTube crowd what I know what you were looking at. I know. But anyway, we still have Tony's, one of her favorite stuff. Oh, I have to ask Braxy be the name of it. Drawing a blank. That came with us too as well. But anyway, Rihanna's ready for. I think she's ready for her buddy. That'll take some time. Yeah. Interestingly, when we had Tony first, then we adopted Rihanna. And I know Rihanna's a tough cookie, and Tony's tough too, to a degree. She was. One thing I could tell with the two of them is that Rihanna, when she came into the house, she had nothing but respect for Tony. And what I mean by that is she was allowing Tony to do a lot of pushing and shoving and bullying. And I was like, Tony, she's going to swat you one day because you're being a little extra. Because Tony was having a problem with the attention that we were giving Rihanna. And Rihanna's ability to jump on top of everything and being like right up on your shoulder in like a matter of seconds. I wonder what this is going to be like, this transition with Mina coming here and Rihanna already living here. I think Rihanna, when she moved in with us, she's like, yo, this is the dog's house. I'm going to lay low. And she did, and she was awesome. Because there was a lot of times that I'm pretty sure on an even playing field or people of two animals just coming in the house pretty much at the same time, Rihanna was like, Tony, whack. That's enough of me pushing me over, shoving me out of the way, you know, blah, blah, blah. So that'll be interesting what that transition is like with our new dog coming in. But yeah, Rihanna loves that spot later. I know, I'm telling everybody, you love it. She loves it. She'll just sit here all day, as you can see, with her own personal computer chair. But she'll just sit out there. I think she's made a real good adjustment. She's really enjoyed her time moving down here to Georgia. Would you say that would be true, Ronnie? You happy to be here or what? Looks so. So shortly after, I guess, I forget when it was actually, we got this picture from my daughter-in-law of the bear. Very awesome. Still have that. So the first dog, oh, there goes Frank. The first dog I ever had was named Buttons. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of him. And it's just funny, you know, we just got Mina today. And it's like it's an interesting dynamic because when we got Tawny, you know, she was a pup. I don't remember being. I know we'd probably watch where you put your foot right away, like just kind of drag your feet a little because they're so small. So I got up out of this recliner, and just like Buttons, Mina's sleeping under the recliner. That was our old spot. We'd never recline her Deborah to see if Tony would do that, but there she goes. That's the first shot of Mina. She's getting herself a nap.
Did a great job with Los Angeles last year on defense, and now on the verge of maybe going 6-3 to start this campaign.
Okay, so I picked her up at around noon. We're already jealous of her because she had 2 really good naps. She had one under, I think I put that on the video already, that she had the one under this recliner, which is cool. And she did both her business on the pads, which was really nice. I was very impressed with that. Like, such a young tyke like yourself to do that. But yeah, Mina's. And the other thing is, I think our cat's very. Look, I love cats, and I think Rihanna is a very special girl, and because she is, I think she's like, oh, they got a dog, and she's like, excuse me, she's like looking at her, but the minute she looks, I go over to her and whoops, I go, you know what, I just pet her. I took Mina over to her a couple times. And she kind of touched noses, no hissing, no, and which is nice. But I'm giving her a lot of room for because this is her house and this is Mina coming in. No, we're not going over there. So yeah, so far so good.